Hey everybody, it's Pajama Life with our Oscar show where we review Zootopia 2, Blue Moon, the finale of Starfleet Academy, and our Oscar predictions. Let's go.
Come on, get on up.
Let me ask you something. Do you think we're a good team?
Of course. I just wish I knew what we had to do to prove it to everyone else.
Fail at this case, and I will split you up.
No snake has set foot in Zootopia in forever.
There's a snake!
We're gonna crack this case and prove we're the greatest partners of all time.
Yeah! If you want to talk to a reptile, I am your gal. Hey, bub.
Hey, bub.
Hey, bub.
Hey, bub. Hey, bub.
Hey, bub. Bubby, bub.
Hey, bub. Hey, bub. Hey, ho.
Hey, bub, bub. Seen a snake?
No.
Do you know how many mayors they've already destroyed?
1, 2. I got up to 2.
Wait, cannonball! Baby, keep the music playing.
Maybe everyone will see reptiles ain't that different.
Hey everybody, it's Pajama Life, and with me today are these two guys, David and Patrick. Say hi.
Hey, everybody.
All right, let's get into it. We got a lot to get through. What did you all think of Zootopia 2? David, why don't you start us off?
Well, I'm a big fan of the Zootopia now. I guess we have a series. We've got 2 of these. I don't think it was quite as good as the first one, but nonetheless, I did think it was good. And I have to say, I won't give spoilers away, although it has been out since, I guess, before Christmas. I actually was surprised by some of the things that took place in it. I wasn't expecting some of the characters to turn out to be villains that were, in fact, villains.
That was a good twist.
It really was, and I have to give them great credit for that. Jason Bateman is fantastic in the role, and I think that these stories have done a wonderful job. I mean, yes, they're beautiful, and they're fun with the animals, but it was really kind of neat to see how history can be rewritten falsely, wrongly. I think that's actually a smart aspect of this that's intelligent. Mm-hmm. There's a couple of little nods to some other movies. There's a moment that reminds folks of The Shining, which I thought was cool. Again, I like the first one better, but I do think this was outstanding. And again, when we think about some Orwellian twists on history and how people can rewrite things, there's a good message behind this. So I think it's well worth it for everybody in the family to check out Zootopia 2. Playing now on Disney Plus.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I loved it as much as the other movie.
Right.
I thought they were okay. I thought it was good. I thought the twist was really made it for me because that was a great line. I know. Yeah. Perfect. And I thought that it was really interesting about the other group of animals that were completely shut out and eliminated. And that's actually kind of based on some things that happened in Georgia where they flooded Lake Lanier and got rid of a bunch of homes there to make that development. So there is history in the U.S. of getting rid of marginalized groups in whole towns and redirecting things. So I thought that was really interesting. Did it deserve to be like one of the all-time box office winners of all time? I mean, it's up there. It's definitely the highest grossing animated feature of all time. That's crazy. So I think that it is a wonderful movie for families and definitely something the whole family can watch. And I think there's a lot of little meta messages in there that are really cool. Pat, what you think?
it was a really good way of doing adult themes in a way that kids could understand. I thought, we were dealing with some big socio-political issues going on with, about, as you say, the erasure of history. It was done smoothly so that kids didn't realize they were learning a lesson maybe during the whole thing. And, that's an absolute good thing because, it's a weird time we live in right now. And for kids to maybe, have a little bit of a subtext built in, just kind of like we all did with Sesame Street back in the day, things were built in that, different people didn't mean they were terrible. It was good to see that. I enjoyed it. It wasn't, it was an animated movie. It wasn't as good as some other ones, perhaps, maybe, but I enjoyed it. I wasn't a super big fan of the first one, but, it was okay. Good, a good 2 hours I didn't lose. I was like, I didn't go away from going, oh my God, how did I have to watch this? But it was delightful. I liked it.
Yeah, it really is something the whole family can enjoy. For that reason, check out Zootopia 2 on Disney Plus. And next up is the another oh no, we're going to do Starfleet Academy. We haven't watched it in a bit, and the finale just dropped, so let's take a look.
Chancellors, we now know what Nuspraka stole from Starbase J-19 Alpha.
He detonated a single particle of Omega 47.
953 was uninhabited, but space and subspace in the sector was shredded. It'll be millions of years before warp travel may be possible there again, if ever.
No. He's not going to use the mines to attack us. He would put a wall around the entire Federation. He put us in a box. And we're the only ones outside of it.
But they're going down with the ship. Sound good? Good.
And Shields.
Impact in 3.
Move, damn it.
2, 1.
Pretty cool. Patrick, what did you think of the finale of Starfleet Academy?
I do love this show so much. They've really found their footing. I mean, throughout the whole series, the first couple episodes were kind of all over the place. You're trying to establish a whole new universe because, I mean, this is post the burn, so everything's kind of different. They're trying to establish new races, new species, and trying to get them all together. I mean, they did a really good job, and I can't wait to see where they keep going with this. I know they've got another season on order, if not started to film yet. I mean, there's some really interesting characters I do love. They have put a lot of talent into this. Tig Notaro, if you're watching this, Tig, send me a message. I'd love to talk to you about it. You're really good. Everything in it has been a good continuation of what they've done before, but not what they've done before. So it's totally different, but acknowledging the old stuff. So if you haven't been watching this, you should be. I mean, you can watch the whole thing now and binge it if you want to. And I would recommend that because it is really well done. So yes, it's a thumbs up for me.
Okay. I thought it was a good, decent show. I think it definitely built momentum, and it definitely got better as the series went on. And I think the finale had some nice twists and turns. And I was glad to see anytime Tatiana Maslany is in the picture, I'm happy. She's just fantastic. But I don't know if I love it, but I definitely will keep watching should they have another season. So David, what do you think?
Well, first off, that's a monumental turnaround here from our esteemed leader on this program. I mean, that's beyond huge because we had to drag her into watching this program.
Yes.
So I think we do have to point that out. That said, I do think the show has gotten better. It ended on a really superb last episode. Paul Giamatti, fantastic. I really wanted to. I don't know that I have the interest in doing the tic-tac-toe in my hair, but I couldn't help but trying to think about connecting the dots above that ear of his. This was good. I think the cast has come together a little bit better. I think we're adjusting to some of the new things with this. It is a new Star Trek, and like with all Star Treks, it takes time to evolve and be appreciated, and I think we're seeing that. Do I love it? No, I don't love it. Do I like it? Yeah, I like it. I think it's and I'm certainly open to it as we go forward. I definitely see that the kids are a little bit, and they're too cool for school. They should be more students, but nonetheless, they are the protagonists. And I think it's a nice ensemble cast. The best thing about Star Trek has been the quality of the ensemble cast. And we see that, I think, growing with this. Good nods to the old stuff. Some new stuff, as Pat said, it's not your parents' Star Trek. It might not even be your Star Trek. But it's a neat show for right now. Make time to watch this. And I think if you have a sci-fi interest, you're going to enjoy this pretty good. Heck, half the battle of these things is kind of critiquing it and saying, it's not my Star Trek. I would have done this. I would have done that.
Yeah.
And I do think you'll enjoy this. Kudos to the cast and the crew on this. And it really good special effects. It's a fun program.
Yeah, so definitely kind of check out Starfleet Academy.
Definitely kind of.
Okay, up next we're getting into our last of our Oscar movies. Well, Zootopia was one as well. Right. But it's Blue Moon on Netflix. Story of Oscar and Hammerstein's rise and Rogers and Hart's fall. Let's take a look.
I need a drink. We write together for a quarter of a century. And the first show he writes with someone else is gonna be the biggest hit he ever had. Am I bitter, Larry? Yes.
What two audiences want to watch? Cowboys are hooping it up at the box social?
Well, yes, apparently.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Oklahoma, exclamation point. This girl. It is more complicated than you could possibly imagine.
Elizabeth, I adore this girl.
You're going to introduce me to Richard Rogers, right?
I would have the entire audience levitate if it could hear 8 bars of what's in my heart. And I've been in 8 bars tonight, so I know what I'm talking about. No!
It's striking. I'm in love with her. But everybody's in love with her.
See, I always thought that your interests went more towards...
My interests? So now you're going to analyze me? Thank you, Dr. Bacardi.
Oh boy. So this one is I see why it got a nomination. This is classic Oscar movie. Every step of it. I mean, it's about this time frame, it's about musicals, it's about writing, it's about acting, it's about the behind the scenes of the craft. It's got a drunk who dies tragically. I mean, it's just check. And it really was interesting to learn about these the composers and the lyricists. I mean, that is it's just so fascinating to understand, and that he died so tragically and pitifully. And it was interesting, they put that right up front. I was like, oh dang, is it over? I mean, usually you don't get that till the end, but I mean, the actor, I didn't even recognize Ethan Hawke at first. No. I was like, wow. Do I think this is the best of the actor nominations? No, but is it in another year? Would I think that? Yep. But it's that field is so deep, it's crazy. So it was so traditional though. After all the non-traditional kind of things going on, it's really great. So I don't know if I loved it, but I understood what it was doing. Pat, what'd you think?
Well, I know it's going to surprise you, Pam, but I disagree a little bit.
Oh, really?
I know, shocker. This was really incredibly well written. I mean, it didn't have special effects. It didn't have some overarching, cosmic destiny involved with it. I mean, this was a wonderful, small set piece that really relied on the acting. And, as you say, Ethan Hawke was unrecognizable. He inhabited that role so well. And the whole thing just happened inside a bar, basically. So it was a very small bit.
Yeah. It was like a
well
stage
done.
play.
The dialogue, yes. the writing, the dialogue, all of it was just incredible. I was shocked and amazed how good this was. It was totally not on my radar, and I was like, wow, this was.
That's why you have me.
For once, you got it right, Pam. Good job. Oh. Or the Academy got it right. Whatever. But I'm just going to say this was really well done. I mean, like I said, in this era of CGI and so much big explosive movies and stuff, this was really well done. I can't get over how nicely this was done. You really felt for the characters. You understood. You felt like how everybody was part of your family. You kind of got how they were getting to where they were. Because, I mean, they did a good job of building everything up to a point where you kind of understood the backstories. You kind of understood the current where they're at. Wonderful. Is it the best movie? Maybe. Is it the best actor? I don't know. We'll see who's up. I mean, Ethan Hawke surprised me, and that's impressive. So I would recommend this to anybody who's watching it.
Yeah.
Margaret Qualley. I mean,
oh my God, yes.
This girl, she
unidentifiable again too. She just slips right into it.
Her mother is
Andy McDowell.
Andy McDowell. I couldn't remember.
Yep, right.
That talent runs strong in that family, and it picked up in her generation and ran with it. That girl is fantastic, and just everything that seeing the character's admiration of her, and you can see why. She's smart, she's witty, she's quick, she's beautiful. And he's a lover of beauty. I think that's what it really was. But I just and let me tell you something. I hope someday Bobby Cannavale gets the like an honorary Oscar. Because this man is in everything. He plays anyone, and he's amazing. And I just love him, seeing him in anything. So he probably won't get an award, but I hope he gets an honorary Oscar, maybe 15, 20 years from now or something. He's fantastic. David, what you thinking?
I had not seen this until we got ready for the program. Sleeper, when you think about who Ethan Hawke is and the characters he's played, man, he put himself in a strong position to come away with Best Actor. And I don't want to say who I'm picking, but when you think about who he is and then you see how he created this person, I'm really blown away. It did have an intimate setting. You could see this as something like From Broadway. And it is the rare. I spend a lot of time on this program talking about how I can't stand the behind the scenes stuff. I don't like that. I don't care about how things are made and that with the directors and the producers. This stands out to me, though. There's something about when you hear the names Rogers and Hammerstein, you think about the fifth Beatle. you think about, have you ever been in the grocery store and you let somebody go ahead of you and then they're the 1000th customer and they get their groceries free? I've seen that happen. That's kind of what happened to this character and the lead for this. And I was really impressed with how this was done. Oh, what might could have been, and all of those kind of things. Really, again, a sleeper of a film. It snuck up on me, and I'm like, okay, this is a good movie. This is
And
gonna.
did you go, oh, Pammy struck again. She struck gold again. You didn't? Okay, whatever. But I definitely think we all agree, and we're gonna get right now into that Blue Moon. Definitely one to watch, and I'm surprised. I would have put Blue Moon for Best Picture instead of the Secret Agent, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. But let's take a look at the actor categories while we're talking about an actor nominee. We have okay, Timothée Chalamet, Marty Supreme, Leonardo DiCaprio, One Battle After Another, Ethan Hawke, Blue Moon, Michael B. Jordan, Sinners, Wagner Moura, The Secret Agent. Now, okay, I get to go first. I'm going first. Who is gonna win? Who do I want to win? I want Michael B. Jordan to win. I thought his portrayal of two characters in Sinners, and he was able to make them come alive as two distinct men. And the emotion and from two different characters. And even the actors themselves said that they could tell the two characters apart while acting with them, because of the brilliance of his performance. Who will win? Michael B. Jordan. I think when he got that actor award, I think, and I tell you what happened. Timothée Chalamet just peed in his chili. And
hit the bed.
Yes. And he messed himself up with those terrible comments about opera and ballet being kind of dead arts and nobody wants to see them. Meanwhile, his mother and his sister performed in the New York Ballet. And I think his father was also in the New York art scene, either in the some kind of artist as well. So that's crazy. That's a crazy take for him to say. And given the nature of how much art derives from the originals of opera and of ballet, that's a crazy dumb thing to say. I think he really messed himself up. David, of those, can we put back up the list again for David? Who do you think, who is your choice, and then who do you think will win?
Well, my choice, and again, I kind of called this a little foreshadowing. I like Ethan Hawke in this. I actually think he was in a strong cast. He was so different than everyone else that he has been, and he really showed a range for doing that. I would pick him as my best actor, and I think while there's going to be a lot of chances, Michael B. Jordan probably will win. He's outstanding, just a tremendous performance. We've seen though a lot of actors. I mean, you pointed out, and he does a good job with it, as playing two different people. We've seen people play two different people a lot. That is not going to be, in my mind, what will put him over the top. But his performance is outstanding. But I'm picking Ethan Hawke to go home with it before the sunrise, before the sunset. I'm going.
You picking him to win, or he's just your favorite?
I'm going to pick him to win.
Oh wow, that's a big take. That's a big take. All right, Pat, what do you think?
Okay, who I think should win? I'm going to be with Dave on this one. Ethan Hawke was crazy amazing. I mean, he totally outkicked his coverage. He did not. I mean, it was a stretch and a half for him. Who do I think is going to win? Michael B. Jordan's going to win. I think Ethan Hawke should win, though, just for several reasons. I mean, Michael B. Jordan, amazingly new. I mean, yeah. And at the risk of sounding
new kind of thing
the risk of sounding like old school or whatever. I mean, he's just starting up into. I mean, he's just now making it his way.
Michael B. Jordan has been doing it for 20-some years. You know, he was a child actor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
okay. Anyway, so he is just really making his way onto the big stage now, and I believe that he'll get there. I mean, he's there. He's going to win. I suspect he's going to win. I think Ethan Hawke, though, man, I got to tell you, no special effects, no vampires, no craziness. He was memorable in that. So I am going to go with Ethan Hawke should win, even though I don't think he's going to.
Bad take. Next up, Best Actress. Let's take a look.
Go.
Okay. Best Actress. Give us a sec. All right, Jessie Buckley, Hamnet. Rose Byrne, If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. Kate Hudson, Song Sir Blue, and Renati Rensev as Sentimental Value. I'm sorry. Oh, I can't see the. Oh, and
Emma Stone
in Bugonia. Okay, now this is tough because I didn't love a lot of them. But who I want to win because I did love it, Kate Hudson in Song Sung Blue. Oh, I just loved her in that. I just thought it was such a great role, and she sang her heart out. It was such a different kind of quirky. I didn't know it was going to be that way. They had that twist in it. And then you're like, wait a minute, what happened? And then it just triumphed at the end. Oh, I loved it. Who I think will win? I think it's Sentimental Value. I think it's Renata Renstein. That movie has been gaining a lot of traction, and it's got so many nominations. Although, wait a minute, I take that back. Let me take that back. I think it's going to be Jessie Buckley in Hamnet. I think her performance is something very different. That was a real different kind of movie, and it's about Shakespeare. It's about mothers. It's about a spiritual woman. It's about a whole lot of stuff that the Academy kind of likes. So I think Jessie Buckley will win. Plus, they're a bunch of Anglophiles. Is that what it is? Anglophiles. And they always pick the British person if the British person's in there. So I think it's Jessie Buckley. And David, what do you think? Can you put the list back up? Okay.
List. One quick point here. Star Wars is not on the list, but Rose Byrne had a teeny tiny role in Attack of the Clones. How incredibly talented collectively were the handmaidens from the prequels with Natalie Portman. It's staggering. Keira Knightley, Coppola, Rose Byrne. It blows my mind just how good all of them are. That said, all right, just as a quick nod to Rose, and she's actually really darn funny too. This is a woman with great talent. She's so good.
She's hilarious.
All right, my pick is gonna be Kate Hudson. I think she's gonna win, and she's also who I want to win. I think that the role, going with the music, the voice, the creation of the character was so wonderful, and it was a character that went through the drug challenges, had the physical ailment, the amputation, all of that. Well, it's been
If
out.
you ain't
for
seen it by now, I don't tell you, Pam. Come on, man.
Yeah, I mean, go buy the Neil Diamond, 8-track. Listen to his stuff.
I have it. Thank you very much.
I know you do, brother. But I think she is fantastic, and I think she's gonna win it. I do think. I will say this for all my conspiracy theory brothers and sisters that are out there. I think Emma Stone's turn in Begonia, and what happens at the end.
That was great.
She was incredible. And she also, physically, she had to have her head shaved. She did all that stuff. Man, she was incredible. I think she's an amazing talent. First time I saw her, I was blown away by her skill. She could get it, but I do think it's going to be Kate Hudson, who I really hope does sing more in her upcoming films, because she's got a voice, and she is so much more than just a pretty face. She really is a talented performer.
Can I add something about Begonia?
Yes.
Jesse Plemons was robbed. I think he should have been in that Best Actor category.
Or supporting at the least.
Yeah. Then the Secret Agent, Wagner Moura. Okay, go ahead, Pat. Best Actress.
Best Actress who should have won. Agree with Dave. Kate Hudson. Who I think is going to win? Emma Stone.
Okay. All
really?
right.
Now that is a hot take. I haven't heard any chatter about Emma Stone.
Or I would hedge a little bit on Jesse Buckley, just because Hamnet, as you say, is it's a little bit more esoteric. It feels like it's one of those things that the Academy wants to love.
Yeah.
I think Emma Stone's got a good chance at it, and Kate Hudson was just amazing. And I grew up with Neil Diamond. My father loved Neil Diamond, and as a result, I spent many vacations listening to Neil Diamond 8-tracks all the way to Yellowstone from Kansas City, by the way, which was a long ass drive. But I will tell you, I really find myself coming back to that stuff. It's really good, now. And that movie, wow, really made me, okay. My man crush, Hugh Jackman. That guy kills it.
Yeah.
He was robbed too.
Yes, he was. But I'm just saying, I really did love that movie. I think Kate Hudson really showed her range with that, from as a singer and as an actress. I want her to win. I suspect it's going to be Emma Stone.
Okay. Next up, let's do Best Picture. I know we're doing it early, but we want to get people. Hey, if you like our reviews, subscribe and comment below. But definitely join in on the discussion. Let's go ahead and take a look at Best Picture. And then we'll do Best Director. Okay, Best Picture. Here we go. Begonia. F1. Frankenstein. Hamlet. Marty Supreme. One Battle After the Other. The Secret Agent. Sentimental Value. Sinners. And Train Dreams. Boy, this is a deep list this year. There's only one that I would scratch off, and that's The Secret Agent. But the rest of them, they were all worthy. Who do I want to win? Sinners. Who do I want to win? I want it to be actually a tie between Sinners and One Battle After Another. That's what I want. I want it to be a dead tie, baby. It's a hard one to say that will win. I'm hoping it's also Sinners. Hamnet might sneak in there. It won one of the major awards. One Battle After Another won like a lot of big awards. So I wouldn't be mad at that either. I thought they were so interesting One Battle After Another, based on the Thomas Pynchon's Vineland, which I reviewed. And Sinners is kind of a take on Salem's Lot and Dusk Before Dawn. And that's what his inspiration, he said, were, but just so unique, so different. And what they did in both movies were just groundbreaking and different and interesting. And oh gosh, it's a tough one. Pat, what do you think?
What overall, I think Sinners was probably the best movie. Just to be honest, I mean, just as an overall great movie, well done, surprising. I think that's who's gonna win. What would I like to see win? Probably Sinners, to be honest. I mean, just overall, it was really well done. So, I mean, just great. I mean, I did love One Battle After Another.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was interesting, but Sinners was original enough to make me really want to be in there with it. So I'm for that.
Okay, David.
Well, this is a deep field. And there's a
lot of
it's
like super deep.
Yeah, so when the last battle with Leonardo, that got a lot of buzz early, and you're hearing things, but at the end of the day, Father, forgive me, Sinners has to be, in my mind. You know, the vampire story, going back from Bram Stoker to everything that we've seen, the fun movies that you just mentioned, Stephen King with Salem's Lot, it was reinvented in this film, and it did such a beautiful job of bringing in the love of music, the power of music, the social
experience,
very much the social context of the Deep South and what's going on there, the oppression that we need to be constantly, I think, reminded of, especially in today's world that's being whitewashed, with history being erased by folks. I think Sinners would be my pick. It is the challenge for it is the fact that people loved it. People wanted to see it. People went back again and again. Sometimes the Academy will be a little snooty about that. Star Wars, Raiders of the Lost Ark, wonderful, beautiful, perfect movies that changed cinema in many respects. The Academy had a chance to honor them. They didn't. I think Sinners might kind of fall in that same cast, which is why the winner will be Sentimental Value.
Oh, you hurt my heart just went, I get it, but Sentimental Value over Hamnet?
Yes,
that's a big swing, but okay, we'll see.
We're going for it.
Let's look at directors.
Oh,
because this all ties into our favorites. And what's going to irritate me is if the person who wins Best Picture doesn't win Best Director. Chloe Zhao, Hamnet, Josh Safdie, Marty Supreme, Paul Thomas Anderson, One Battle After the Other, Joaquin Trier, Sentimental Value, and Ryan Coogler for Sinners. Okay. I would love for Ryan Coogler to win Best Director. I think it might be P.T. Anderson for One Battle After the Other. I hope it's a tie. Once again, I would love a tie. But Chloe Zhao snuck in there with Hamnet for one of the awards, so you know it's a hard one. I think Josh Safdie does really great work, and Marty Supreme was something different. I think Joaquin Trier, Sentimental Value, I get it why it's nominated, but I think that it's going to win Best International Film. And that will leave the door open to the other, I hope. I will be very upset if Sentimental Value wins Best Director. David, what do you think? Best Director?
I think Ryan Coogler. I think there's going to be a lot of flowers sent Center's way.
Will he be the first African American to win Best Director? He might be.
I don't
know. Spike Lee, maybe?
I don't know if Spike Lee won Best Director.
That's a great question. That's a good, if people can maybe add into the chat on that.
Yeah.
But I do think Ryan Coogler is going to win. I think Sinners it's going to be they're going to pick and choose and try to find a way to honor a lot of people. So I think Ryan Coogler is going to get his flowers for Sinners, maybe some other awards. But again, you know my pick, so I'll see what happens there.
Okay. Pat, what do you think? It's a hard one.
Paul Thomas Anderson. I mean, it depends. To be really honest, it depends on how everything else goes, because it seems to me that they're usually a split type of thing where, if you get a lot of awards for one thing, you're not going to get this award. I mean, there's a lot of buzz about One Battle After Another. Has been for a long time.
Yes.
I think he's a great director, and there was some really good stuff in this. And I think he's probably going to be my pick for probably. Do I think he's the best? Maybe. I mean, it just depends on where everything goes. I do like Ryan Coogler a lot. I mean, it was really well done.
Gotta be good.
But I'm just saying, from a simple mathematical standpoint, if I were to make a bet with my money, I'd probably put on Paul Thomas Anderson.
Yep.
Good. Good guess.
It's a hard one. Next is my favorite category. You all know, screenplays. Let's start with original screenplay. Okay. Give us a sec. All right. Blue Moon. It Was Just an Accident. Marty Supreme, Sentimental Value, and Sinners. Okay. This is well, no, it's not. Who I want to win? Sinners. Who I think might win? This might be the one they give Ryan Coogler. Sinners. I would encourage people to also go and watch It Was Just an Accident. It's on Hulu. Very interesting. Kind of reminds me of Death and the Maiden from back in the day. Blue Moon, very interesting. I can't see Blue Moon winning over Sinners. Sentimental Value. Woo. That's a tough one. I think that might be his competition. So I want him to win, and I think he's gonna win this one. It's Sinners. What say you, David?
I think it is going to be Sinners, and honest to goodness, as many good stuff is out there, it truly is the definition of an original screenplay for all the reasons that we've seen. The other stories are great, and they're connecting with people and the human element, but nothing is more original in this, other than maybe he's making a protagonist out of a would-be ping pong player. That's kind of original, but I think it's going to be Sinners. Sinners all the way for me.
Yeah. I'm surprised Marty Supreme wasn't in adapted screenplay, because it is in part based on a book. But Pat, what do you think?
What do I want to win? I would like to see Blue Moon win.
Oh, you are crazy, man.
Okay, so I don't agree with you, but anyway, Blue Moon was because it was all based off of dialogue.
Please,
you want a screenplay. Original? If you want a screenplay, you want something that's based on dialogue and story.
No.
Sinners was great, but it was based off the supernatural moment, and it was like there was
relevance. I mean, think about all the other elements that it brought in.
I'm going to say I like
Thursday.
Blue Moon for the simple fact that it was a basically a conversation between two people at one point or another, different people all throughout the whole thing.
That's
Wonderfully
not even
done.
original,
So
man.
good. So good.
Not even original. Two people having the dialogue. Isn't that Uncle Vanya?
I love the debate here because Pat's saying that the dialogue makes it so creative and original. While I can certainly see the other side that it is, well, that's something that we see a lot, but when it's done so well, and that's what it is about, everybody. It's the different opinions in the world. My gosh, look at that. Does anybody want to start singing Blue Moon now? Blue Moon.
You saw me singing.
Oh yeah, we do, and the audience does too, Pat.
Nope.
Okay, David, what do you think? You agree with me? Yes.
Well,
or agree with me the right way. I'm just
whatever. Okay.
I said centers. I mean, I love
David
and
and I.
Pat can see the simplicity in that story and see that something original. I think that's what the great thing about these kind of films do. We can see the different jewels in all of them.
Yeah. Well, go check out Sinners. Is the one. Okay. Adapted screenplay. This is one that's always super interesting, and there's usually a surprise. Let's take a look. Okay, we have Bugonia, Frankenstein, Hamnet, One Battle After Another, and Train Dreams. I have read and I have reviews on my channel for One Battle After Another. I also read Train Dreams and Frankenstein. I didn't get a chance to read Hamnet before it was going. Check out my IMDb page, PJ Mamer, and it has a lot of great info on there. But I gotta go with One Battle After Another. And why is he took a very complicated book about a 60s kind of disaffected counterculture book that's got a lot of complicated things in it and turned it into an action movie and still kept all the central elements of the book, but yet modernized them for today. And it made it so accessible and easy to understand. And then to go back to the source material, and you can see the brilliance of the source material in a new way. That was incredible. And it's like taking War and Peace and making it accessible to people. What he did there is absolutely fantastic. I'm really hoping that One Battle After Another wins this category. David, well, let me go to Pat. Pat, what do you think?
Well, I hear what you're saying. I think One Battle After Another is a absolutely worthy contender. I would really like to see Begonia win just because it was so creepy, weird.
Yeah, it was different though.
I mean,
and that twist,
the twist at the end. I mean, it's such a great story. Frankenstein has been, to be honest, guys, everybody needs to realize, yes, it was great. We get it. Move on. I'm tired of hearing Frankenstein stories. Hamnet, interesting choice.
Guillermo del Toro did
One Battle After Another was really good. One Battle After Another was really well done, and I mean that's between Begonia and One Battle After Another are my two picks. I think Begonia is probably going to. I would like to see Begonia win, but it could be anybody's choice. I'm not going to make a decision on who's going to pick because the Academy is weird. I like Begonia best.
Okay, David, what's your thoughts?
Well, We've promoted vampires. Universal Monsters continues for me. Frankenstein. This is a brilliant adaptation of Mary Shelley's work.
It is.
So when you think about just the title of this category, I'm going this way. I'm going with Frankenstein.
That's from the title.
I will say, I think who's going to win is the Train movie.
What? That is a wild, crazy take.
It is a wild. Well, I'm a wild and crazy guy.
Explain yourself.
Crazy guy.
Explain it.
You're Steve Martin.
I'm Steve Martin.
You might as well put Christy Martin movie up there.
Why do I say this? Because it's quiet, and it is a story that in the silence tells so much, and I think that's going to grab somebody. So my pick would be Frankenstein, and I'm saying, the train wreck, the train movie, or whatever you want to call it, the train movie.
Yeah, that's
going to be my tournament bracket that I'll work on tomorrow. But I do think Trainwreck is going to be a bit of a surprise story here.
Keep saying Trainwreck because
there we go.
That is a terrible train wreck of a comment.
If I wasn't going to ruin my computer, I'd throw water on your face.
All right. Up next, after David's take, shocking. Okay, supporting actor and actress. This is usually the first category that they announce. And you can usually tell by the person who gives the award who's going to win. So let's take a look at supporting actor. All right. Benicio del Toro, One Battle After Another. Jacob Elordi, Frankenstein. Delroy Lindo, Sinners. Sean Penn, One Battle After Another. And Stellan Skarsgård for Sentimental Value. Now, this is a tight one. Every one of them deserve it. Every single one of them. Who do I want to win? Who may win? I need a tie because what Sean Penn did was absolutely insane. He was so crazy and so just out there. And I know this kind of guy. And so it was like, oh my God, he is, and to see Spicoli playing this ultra conservative white supremacist, but into black.
For those of you that were born after 1980, Spicoli was the name of Sean Penn's character in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Thank you.
That's right. It's been on cable a million times, so you probably seen it, or it's out there. But it's wild to see him in this role, and he does it so well. And Delroy Lindo is incredible as well. And I would love to see the Academy honor his work, his body of work with this award. So I don't know. I think but okay. I want it to be a tie between Sean Penn and Delroy Lindo. I think it might squeak out to be Stellan Skarsgård. I don't know. I don't know. This one is one. It's so deep. Anybody who wins, I wouldn't be mad at.
Yeah.
Pat, what's your take?
Who do I think is going to win?
Yep.
Benicio del Toro. Who do I want to win? Sean Penn.
Okay. Interesting.
Okay.
I mean, we went over all this. I mean, Benicio del Toro really was the standout character. I mean, just as a character actor throughout One Battle After Another, he was the guy who brought comic relief to this train wreck of a story. Sean Penn, though, man, he was crazy because he was going against type. I mean, Sean Penn is known for being very political in certain instances. So I mean, his leanings are well known. But I mean, this is great.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, between the two of them, but I think that Benicio del Toro made that movie a lot. So that's what I say.
Okay, I ain't mad at it, David.
Well, I think Sean Penn is gonna win. I think Sean Penn is gonna win. I love the fact that Delroy Lindo was nominated, and because man, I've seen him in so many things, and I'm beyond thrilled that such an amazing actor has gotten that recognition. I'd love to see him win. I think Sean Penn is going to get it, but the guy that I really want to win, so Sean Penn's going to win, but who I really want to get it, only because the show was not, and this is complete BS on my part. I'm going out of the line. Stellan Skarsgård, Luthen Rail, everybody in Andor was completely dismissed and disregarded on the Emmy lists. It was the best television show. So my man who urinated into the wind and lost his arm in Deep Blue Sea, Stellan Skarsgård, Luthen Rail, up for an action figure. We're pushing that in the vintage March Madness thing. I want Luthen Rail to win the Oscar. Sean Penn, Spicoli, is going to. We love you, Delroy Lindo. There we go.
I wouldn't be mad. Okay. All right. Supporting actress. This one made me mad. Let's put it up. Because
what we got?
What we got? Okay, Elle Fanning for sentimental value. Inga Ibsdottir Lilias is sentimental value. Amy Madigan for weapons. Wunmi Mosaku for Sinners, and Tiana Taylor for One Battle After Another. Man, oh man, this category, except for 2 for sentimental value, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. No. No. I think it's a tie. I think it's a race between Amy Madigan for weapons. I think they want to kind of honor her body of work. And I'm gonna say Tiana Taylor for One Battle After Another. I would love to see I have a soft spot in my heart for Amy Madigan. Wasn't she in Field of Dreams as the wife?
Yes.
And she has been doing little movies, great work. This movie, she is wild in weapons. I did not expect that at all. What happened? It would be great for a horror movie to win something too. That's very, very, very rare. But she was just crazy good in it. So I think it's going to be Amy Madigan. David, what do you think?
Well, I'm going with Tiana Taylor as the one who is going to bring home her own little version of the Golden Oscar. I think she's going to get it. She was fantastic. I would have to say there's other good folks, but I'm going to go with she's who I want at the end of the day and who I think is going to win it.
Okay. Pat, what you thinking?
Who I want to win? Amy Madigan, for sure. I mean, she was just crazy good. Who I think is going to win? Tiana Taylor. I mean, they're going to have, to be honest, if we're going through, and it depends on how everything else shakes out. I mean, to be honest, so many times you'll see somebody throw a Oscar to this actor or this actress because they love the movie, but they're not going to vote for them at the top of the ticket. So let's see how it goes. I think Tiana Taylor was great, though. I mean, everybody in that was really good. I want Amy Madigan to win for sure.
Yeah,
it's a tough. I'd be happy if either of those women won. I mean, that was great. And Wunmi Mosaku, let's not forget her. She was fantastic. I still loved her in Lovecraft Country. She's just in what's the Marvel TV show she was in?
She was in the Marvels.
Yeah. No, she was in the TV show. Loki.
WandaVision?
The Loki TV show.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she was in the TVA, yes.
Yeah, the TVA agent. She's incredible. So I just in this movie, she was just so ethereal but grounded.
And to be fair, Amy Madigan really did deserve an Oscar for Streets of Fire with Michael Pare.
Streets of Fire, boy,
absolutely.
You gotta go somewhere with that one.
Absolutely. I agree, David.
Oh my God!
2 or 3, we win.
Go back and watch that.
You guys are crazy on that. That is a crazy, strange
dream about you.
Which was like a lip sync thing, but let's move on past Dan Hartman's sin. Move on.
Hold you tonight. Cinematography. This is our favorite category. We always pick it because there are some gorgeous movies we want to recognize. Let's put that list up. This is a hard one too. All right, Frankenstein. Marty Supreme. One Battle After Another. Sinners and Train Dreams. Man, this is so deep. It's crazy. I can't decide because I know one I would kick out is Marty Supreme. Who cares? But Frankenstein, gorgeous. What Guillermo del Toro does in that, his vision is just so beautiful. Train Dreams, my gosh, it was just lush and beautifully shot, just gorgeous to look at. One Battle After Another has such great scenes and such great that Rolling Hills race.
Mm-hmm.
It's so simple. It's so simple, but it's so incredible. And what's the other one? Can you put it back up? Sinners. My gosh. Sinners. It's hard. This one's hard. Who do I want to win? I don't even know who I want to win because Sinners is beautiful. Frankenstein is gorgeous. Train Dreams is lovely and soft. One Battle After Another is that those scenes are just so great. So I'm at a loss. I'll say Sinners. I want to win. And Frankenstein, Train Dreams. I'll say Train Dreams might win. I don't know. I really don't know on this one. David, what's your thoughts?
Choo choo, train wreck all the way on this. It is too gorgeous. Train wreck. Yes.
You are
starring another person from the prequels.
He Rob too. What's his name? The actor in Train Dreams.
Uncle Owen.
What did you say? Uncle Owen.
It's Uncle Owen, his young Uncle Owen.
No, Bane. Let's just call him by all his roles. Bane.
Well, we can see who he is. His action figure, you can really see his face. I didn't actually know he was Bane. Anyway, but choo choo, train wreck.
Who I think should win? Frankenstein. It was so gorgeous, so gorgeous. I mean, really wonderful. There's a chance it could win. Actually, my suspicion is that one battle after another is going to do a lot of damage to a lot of other people's dreams. It was great, but cinematography wise, it was great. Was it Frankenstein great? Maybe not.
Was it Sinners great or Train Dreams great?
I think Frankenstein was imaginative enough that I'm willing to give it a pass for a few things. I'm going to give it a couple points bump.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
there
It's
we are.
starkness. I mean, when you compare Frankenstein and Train Dreams, you've got the lush green and then just the stuff, because it opens up that
You
cold
got the
and
deep
that barren.
red in
Yeah,
Frankenstein.
dude. I think there's a lot to be said for all of these in terms of their look.
They
You're
got it
probably
right.
right though, Pat, about the one battle.
Yeah, and I think they got it right, except for Marty Supreme. Who gives a shit?
Which, I got thoughts, but we'll move on.
No.
And we were this close to getting like the American Association of America ping pong players too, but not now. Not now. We were going to get our own sponsor, but oh no. We couldn't keep it shut over.
It's almost like dodgeball. If you can dodge a ball, you can dodge a wrench or whatever.
Right.
Vice versa, whatever.
I mean, just
all right.
Okay. Well, that is our take. But our final question is, who was not nominated that you thought should have been nominated?
Man.
I would say Bane should have been nominated for Best Actor. He did such a beautiful job. And it was all expression and emotive without saying a lot of words at all. And he was really, really robbed. Okay, Pat.
Yeah, I didn't know there's going to be a pop quiz at the end of this, but
of any of the movies you've seen.
And I've seen a lot of movies. Yeah, nothing really jumps out at me as people. I mean, everybody's pretty well represented for the most part, from what I see. There's nobody I'm like going robbed. But no, I have no input on this. So Dave.
Wolverine.
Yes,
you can't have Kate Hudson, and who was magnificent.
Oh my God! Good point.
And he was just incredible in this role. And not only did he do a beautiful job of bringing this character to life, you're rooting for him throughout. You're absolutely rooting for his character, and it's just beautifully done. So I think that in fact, you could make a case. We're in a perfect world. They both bring home Oscars for their performance because they made this. They were the movie.
Yeah.
Their love for each other, the chemistry between the two actors made the movie.
Two flawed people.
Two flawed human beings doing the best they can, doing something that they love. It's a gorgeous story. So Wolverine should have been there, man.
And Song Sung Blue should have been in there for Best Picture.
It was a gorgeous movie.
That stupid The Secret Agent was in there, and it just robbed a couple of good categories. So, well, that is our hot take on the Oscars. I may be doing some live updates tomorrow during the show to say what I think happened and didn't happen. And so you can join in on the fun, as well as next week we will talk about what happened. Hopefully there will be no physical altercations, but it kind of might be fun. And we will also watch The Beauty and talk about that, and Nuremberg and talk about that next week. Pat, say goodnight to the people.
Good night to the people. Everybody have a great week. I will see you when I see you.
Okay, David, say goodnight to the people.
Aloha, everybody. Come back next week. We'll be even goofier.
And we will be a little shell-shocked from the Oscar, which I'm sure will go very long. But we will have fun, and thanks. And if you like us, please subscribe. We'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.